Illuminaughtii. This is some huge f***ing tea, so buckle up. Illuminaughtii has accused Click of being a p*** or supporting p*** on his Discord server, and Click made a response video debunking all the false claims she levied against him. Illuminaughtii has completely ruined her career in a matter of a few short days, and she has lost over 60,000 subscribers in just these past few days.
For a little bit of context, I made a thread a few days ago outlining in rough detail why I left the old Sad Milk collaboration channel, partially to clarify that I wasn't associating with Illuminaughtii anymore in more recent events and my reasoning for that. She kept getting into trouble and people kept asking me about it and kind of roping me into it. This blew up way more than what I intended and also made some other people come forward with their own stories, both in private and in public. The old Sad Milk members, old editors, ex-staff, you name it. The Discord situation. Content warning, mention of predatory behavior and adult topics. The situation brought up mentions a pedo joining my Discord. It is said that neither I nor my team took action against this predatory person and actively chose to do nothing to resolve the situation, basically just letting them run amok. Click did not address it or wasn't fast enough, etc. Now, the first detail that was conveniently left out of the accusations is that I was asleep. In my time zone, this occurred around 2 AM, and within the span of me sleeping, this random creep in question had already gotten banned. I took the liberty to dig through the old ban logs on my server, and here it is. He was banned at 2:14 AM, my time zone. She brought one topic into a chat room, as she shown in her video and her accusations. However, her statement in these DMs about Click knowing is very odd, as I would have been very unconscious when the ban was happening. She might be referring to me knowing by the time I woke up, but the fact remains I wasn't there.
So what happened was that when Illuminaughtii got exposed, she tried to bring down the Click with her. The Click made this video so he can try to save his reputation and tell his side of the story. His side of the story is believable, because why would he lie when his entire career is on the line just because Illuminaughtii tries to take everyone else down with her? And what Illuminaughtii wants the Click to do is the most unrealistic thing, which is to monitor his Discord server 24/7. And by the way, the Discord server has over 40 to 50,000 members, and the way Illuminaughtii framed Click is so fucked up in the video, because he framed that the Click knew about this the whole time and didn't do shit about it, which is really fucked up.
So this was actually not a ban I was even personally involved with. It's also important to note that this is, sadly, the norm. Our server alone has 44,000 members and almost 3,000 bans. It is a well-known fact that Discord has real problems when it comes to exploitative individuals and communities using their platform.
Saying that he is responsible for the 44,000 people on his Discord server is insane. She really has the most unrealistic expectations ever, because a YouTuber really can't manage all of that while having a personal life and continuing making videos. And to think she thought of it as a good point is mind-blowing.
In the allegations against me, it is claimed that I didn't react or respond to the situation. Number 1, being asleep at 2 AM detail was completely left out. 2, the fact that he was actually banned before this whole thing was left out. And 3, a receipt of Illuminaughtii reaching out to me to get me to respond wasn't shown in her video or allegations. And the reason for this is that it doesn't exist. The person who reached out to resolve this was actually myself. And here are the DMs where I did so. Probably worth going to you too, as this thing seems to be blowing up. What have you seen of the recent events on the server? If we got time, I think a quick VC would be good, because this is going on the warpath, it seems. Warpath referring to the teams arguing and fighting, not actually the ban itself. As I said, that had been issued 16 hours before this conversation took place. I will let you guys know when all actions have been carried out. I am proud of you. It sounds from this chat, starting from the time I was caught up on the night's events to the time after our voice call, that it worked out quite well.
She didn't even show the screenshot in her video because it doesn't fit the narrative she was molding. I mean, like, he did what she asked him to do, but she still went forward with it. What more proof do you need that she's an actual piece of shit?
Content warning, mention of slurs. I will be brief here, because there isn't really much substance. She claims I was tossing around slurs when gaming with friends. The only evidence she has in a group chat where she's talking to Adiwazi, among a few others. So it isn't an actual receipt of anything I did or said. It's not even a conversation I'm in. But just a few anonymous names venting in a group chat. Before we move on, I'm just gonna point out some funny hypocrisy. She said she would never be friends with someone that used that language. Yet she regularly played games with me as a friend during this time, where I allegedly kept on saying these things. Which one is it? I don't think you can have both. And to add an extra layer of transparency on my own behalf, I didn't actually know the R word could be considered derogatory up until maybe 2020. So it's possible I said it before that point, but I don't recall specifics. When people came to me around this time and told me they had had the word used against them simply for being neurodivergent, I was surprised, as that had not been the case around me when I grew up. But I personally stopped using it in my content or for posts I read out, and also did my best to remove jokes containing the word in older content. I personally don't find the word too outrageous and still hear it on a regular basis on YouTube or in the on.
The thing about the R word is that it really wasn't shunned as much before as it is now, and he actively tries to rectify his past mistakes and move on from the situation. But iilluminaughtii says this has greatly disturbed her, but for some reason she still was friends with him.
And if this wasn't enough, here's a former staff member of hers getting paid to sift through raw audio recordings of me looking for dirt, more specifically the R word. I needed to work with this person to help me find clicks saying the R slur in Sadmilk's raw audio. I can do that, just let me grab a shower and I'll be down. She claims he said it in a Sadmilk video, but can't remember which one, and she's over her head. I'll pay you $200 to find it, and here's the payment. I mean, there's just an example, I'm sure there's more, which I don't have a problem with the word R, but she does for some reason, even though she uses it.
And to think she shuns people who says the R word, even though she uses it herself in private. She still pretends to be a good person online, even though she betrays what she preaches to others. She is the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen in a while, and finally her mask is slipping off.
What has me a bit surprised is the next few screenshots. Here is iilluminaughtii having a conversation with the same admin, sharing the same kind of, dirt digging old videos that we've seen previously in this video. And she says, 16 seconds, the alt account is gonna love this. In the next screenshot, you can see her writing out a draft. This draft matches with one of the posts made by an alt account called Doobie Schmertz on Reddit, and this is the entirety of the post. This is the truth about Sadmilk. It really looks like creative differences is dumb AF. Blair tweeting about being stabbed in the back one topic, leaving his supporter server, and then so on and so forth. And I was a big fan of the click. I thought his streams were great, blah blah blah, but then I think Blair saw some of his streams. He did a stream where he watched some of his old videos. So this is actually Blair on an alt account making the claims that Blair must have seen some of his old videos randomly. She totally wasn't paying people to dig up dirt. This is her on an alt account, spreading misinformation and trying to enhance her own image.
This 30-year-old grown-ass woman is going on alt accounts and spreading rumors around and paying people to dig up old videos of the click saying controversial words. She is fucking insane, actually. What the fuck?
Listen, Blair, I'm putting this all together. What kind of cover-up is this? Click was saying these bad things, created differences. Click is a liar. And not to claim someone topic is friends with someone while pretending to be wholesome and good. This is all Blair replying to her own announcement under an alt account. Click said the N-word and replies and claiming I'm not going to reply and I'm horrible. Here is a long post. I'm not gonna... You can pause it if you want to read.
This is actually fucking insane. Imagine
writing all of this even though it's all a lie. It's just fucking sad.
Here is the same account, Doobie Schmertz, on Twitter. This was an account I remember distinctly from 2020, 2021 that was relentlessly harassing myself, my friends, my colleagues, my streaming colleagues, past colleagues, ex-Sadmilk members, community members, you name it. You name it. At the time, I wrote it off as a disgruntled troll with a little bit too much time on their hands and tried my best to ignore it. This was Blair all along. She did this, she paid people to dig up dirt, make alt accounts, harass me for a month.
She is pathetic, actually, like completely pathetic. She is a fucking monster. And to think she's a big YouTuber and she ruined a 10-year career on a single tweet. To be honest, she deserves her downfall. Well, anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, sub, and leave a comment about this situation. I'd appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.